Hey y'all, welcome back to the greenhouse. Come on in, let's check the climate. We're going to see what's moving, what needs your attention, and what spirit might be trying to show you right now. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, okay? And baby, trust your own discernment, okay? Now, let's see here. Deep breath in. Ooh. All right, we are going to start. We're going to begin with where did that deck go? Edit one. See what the ancestors and the angels have to say about what the current climate is here. Mm. Oh, we have the air guardian. We have the medicine guardian. Ha. Yep. Fire guardian. Wow. All right. Talk about a message. So we have shift your perception, be open to healing information, and follow the voice of your soul. And then at the bottom, we have ignite your passions. Shift your perception, be open to healing information, and follow the voice of your soul and ignite your passions. This has been an ongoing sort of message. I feel like all of these messages are tying together. Um, Definitely some major astrological shifts have happened in the last few weeks, in the past month, and it's reflecting in this reading. Ooh, that's some good tea. Okay, so what I'm hearing is some of you, there's a there's a collective of you, right? Because, and please know that if you're coming across this message, all these messages, all my messages are timeless. So when you are receiving it, and that's when the message is supposed to be, at its high point for you. That's when you're supposed to receive it. Is when you come across this video. You need to shift your perception. This card, this is saying, Spirit is saying it's time for you to shift your perception on how you see things, how you see yourself, um, how you see the world, how you see healing, how you perceive, how you're perceiving things, how you're perceiving your life, how you're perceiving um, the things that you've been through. This the second guardian that's coming through is saying be open to healing information. So what information has come across your path that you're not listening, as far as your own personal healing? Are you not healing? Because what it's coming across like, as if you're not healing, you're not taking the time to heal from the things that you've been through. You just keep jumping from one thing to the next, possibly one relationship to the next, and to from one project into the next. And before you can kind of jump out there, there's some healing that needs to be done. Not for nothing, the energy of this greenhouse we call planet Earth that we live in, there's a lot of healing that needs to take place. There's entire races of people that need to heal from things, to heal from some of the things that have happened to them. And it's not just one race; it's all the races. My personal opinion, right? And perception, because every race has its own thing that it has been through or that it has experienced, that as a culture the people need to kind of heal from or address, um, as well as there are different subsets of people that have, things that they also need to heal from. So for some of you, you need to be open to healing information. What I'm getting is the information has come to you. Maybe it's a specific type of post or something that keeps popping up over and over again, and it has something to do with healing. There may be a wound. I'm seeing a lot of green here, so heart chakra energy, something that really hurts you in your heart, to your core. You may need to, I'm going to recommend a heart chakra meditation. Um, Possibly, and getting yourself outside as well, and grounding. um but yeah, you're there's an inner heart wound that needs your attention, that needs to be healed, that needs your attention. Shifting your perception. You see, she has wings. Her wings are dark too. They're not light colored white like angel wings. They almost look like crow wings or like raven wings. Dark angel wings, possibly. The perception of the perceived, right? Or what's perceived to be dark, what's perceived to be going on, right? And change the way, you view things, that you're seeing things. And her jewels are even green. It's a lot of green. There's a lot of green, earth energy, air energy, green clouds. I know that when a storm is coming or a storm is brewing, sometimes even tornadoes or hurricanes, but mostly I believe tornadoes. I've seen it myself, um, where tornadoes were on their way coming through in the sky. The clouds around almost turned almost it well it first of all it went through like a whole rainbow effect. The air turned many colors, and then but the main overall was like a greenish. It wasn't that usual blue that we see. It had like a greenish deep ocean green type of effect to it before all the water came, right? And as you can see in this card with the medicine guardian, it, it, his wings are green. The background is green. You can kind of see a grid behind him, like a healing grid. He's holding the cup, probably filled with medicine. I forget what this is called, but it's like to me it's like a helix. It's giving helix. It's giving DNA. It's giving, but it's that healing, that medicine symbol, that healing symbol. But he's using that to stir the medicine within with that he's holding in his hand, right? I'm hearing herbal teas for some of you. You might need to get some herbs in your system. But there's definitely some sort of medicine, some form of medicinal information that you need to hear and that you need to be open to, um, because the ways in which you currently are using to heal might not be the path that you need to follow at this time. You need to be open to something new. It says follow the voice of your soul, the star ancestors. So your ancestors, and this could be a male ancestor. the ancestors of the stars. You can see the pyramids are there. So you have there's a male ancestral energy here. And three male cards here. So a heavy male ancestry here, ancestor energy here that is telling you that you need to follow your own inner wisdom. You need to follow your own inner wisdom on this path to healing. And following that own inner wisdom is going to help you to be able to ignite your passions. For some of you, this is a healing, this is a healing modality that you possess. Your passion, fire guardian too. So we got fire, we got air, we got medicine, we got ancestors here. We got ancestors and guardians here all together, and they're all saying, hey now, follow the voice of your soul. This is it's the same message, different cards from the previous message from before. I mean, not exactly the same, but it's the ancestors and the guardians are here, and they're saying, listen to your own inner voice. Listen to the voice of your soul. Follow that voice. Take action on that voice. Take action on that passion. Let your own inner voice and what's coming through ignite your passions. Yeah, look at this. The shaman is right under here. Trust in higher forces. Yep. See beyond the current situation, and you are not alone. That all tracks. It all tracks what I'm seeing here. You definitely are not alone. But there's definitely a healing. Sometimes the way we see things, the way we're currently seeing things, or sometimes the way, yeah, I'll say it the way we currently perceive and see things and perceive things to be is not always what it is. So you need to be open to a new way of doing things, a new health routine, a new diet, a new way of grounding yourself, of getting connected to your own body, your own inner wisdom, healing from what needs to be healed from, or open to a new way to see medicine. You may be currently going and take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's for you, it's for you, and if it's not, listen. Just if it's not, right? But there's heavy male guardian and ancestral energy here that's saying to you to heal, to follow your voice, ignite your passions. Some more wings here from the fire guardian, and he's got his arms open. Arms are facing upwards into the air. He's open to receiving, this healing medicine, right? That's coming in. And fired up about something. Someone has been thinking about a healing business or participating in a healing business or looking for a business that offers a certain type of healing because you've been looking and you've been searching, but you haven't found the right voice yet, the right place yet, the right tone for you, that where the message is resonating. It's like you're listening to these different messages, but it's like hit or miss, and you haven't quite found that right. The message hasn't come to you in the right tone at this time, or maybe even still you're resistant to the message. So the information's coming, but you're resistant to it. So you need to be open to the information that's coming your way. And your ancestors telling you that the answer lies within. The answer lies within you. And when the right information comes your way, you're going to know it. You're either going to be extremely resistant to it, or you're going to hear it and you're going to go, oh, that sounds about right. Because sometimes because for some of you, the information is going to be something you don't want to hear. And you're going to be like, no, 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 But in reality, deep down inside, you're going to know. And then for some of you, you're already looking for the information. It's already tracked. You've already heard the message a couple of times where the same type of information has come across your feed, your news feed, the news, whatever social media, or even from someone within proximity of you, whether it be your friend circle, your family circle, or just in conversation and the information has come to you on multiple different occasions. But there's definitely some heart chakra energy, some plant medicine. This is giving very green Mother Earthy here for me. That's getting very green, like Mother Earthy for me. Is the energy that's coming through for this? Hmm. I'm gonna pull some tarot for these because I'm curious to gain more clarity, gain more clarity under for each of these cards, for each of these energies. We can get a little more clarity in regards to these. That would be amazing. Let's see, what kind of clarity can we get here? What is Air Guardian? What is this? Shift your perception. What perception does need shifting? What is the perception? Is it the perception of the medicine? Is it perception in something in some other area that will bring about a healing information? That's a lot of cards. I'm just gonna kind of look at them. This was top up, so I'm gonna put that down. Yeah. So put that back. We can only keep this Four of Wands. And if you look at this, you look at this card, right? It's the Four of Wands. And they are farming, they are cultivating something. Then you have what looks like people marching through the back. It's like a parade. It's like a parade. It looks like a parade of some kind. Like there's a parade in the back, but at the same time, you can see they're at the harvest. They are harvesting something here. So you need to shift maybe you need to shift your perception on what it is that you think you're trying to grow. Or once again, we go back to the medicine, because plants are medicine. Food is thy medicine. the the key to a man's heart is through his stomach. I feel like the key to any human's heart is sometimes through their stomach, because we all love food. Who doesn't love food? And we love good food, food that tastes good with flavor. Okay. I'm seeing garlic, carrots, some type of green or bean down here. I can't tell if that's a pepper. Those look like beets in there. Very much earthy healing energy. The perception on food and how food affects your internal, how your internal compass, your internal, your own inner balance, your own. Let me sit with that for a minute. Let me just keep looking at it. And then once again, there's more of that green heart chakra energy going on here. Grounding. Mother Earth is definitely here in the elements here, in the medicine, in the air, in the heat. Ooh. Those on the floor. It jumped all the way out. The message jumped so far out, it jumped all the way to the damn floor. And what do we got here? We've got Two of Wands, Page of Cups. Fish in a bowl jumping out of the bowl. And the fish is in a bowl and a cup in his hand, in this child's hand, in an ocean of water. And then we have some planning. The Two of Wands here. Planning for a trip, planning to go somewhere. They hit the floor. So we're not going to keep what hit the floor. We're not going to do that. For you, it's going to hit this table. But that was just something to call to, right? Oh, dang. All right. You know what? We have Swords, verse. And then we have Ace of Swords in reverse. And this is like, this is about leaving on a voyage, leaving something behind, leaving turbulent waters for smoother waters. And this Ace of Swords, sword, and it's funny because they're both swords cards, so it's about the mind and thinking. Once again, it's back to that perception of how you perceive things. Is the water choppy? Is there a wind that'll carry you forward into a new way of, once again, thinking about the medicine, being open to the healing, to the wow. Yeah, some of you are definitely are on a path to healing or need to be on a path to healing. And the way you're thinking about what healing should look like is the perception that you need to change for yourself. But healing is definitely on the horizon. Healing is definitely on the horizon, and healing with love and an energy of love and care for yourself. This might be a mental health thing. Do you not trust yourself? Are you not trusting your own inner wisdom? Which is why we have your ancestors saying, hey now, follow the voice of your soul. You already know. Come on now. You already know. But you're not. But you are headed to a harvest. You are headed in the right direction, because with the boat here, even the six of swords in reverse, heading towards the healing, heading towards changing of the perception and how you view what medicine looks like, what healing looks like. Because I think people think, some of you might be thinking that healing is, oh, I gotta go to therapy, or, I gotta, do a super deep cleanse. I'm gonna have to, do this and do that, and it's gonna, and in reality, for some of you, it's not that deep. Some of you have already done a lot of healing work, and there's just a few things, a few small areas that you need to get into alignment on, and you kind of know what they are. You kind of already know what they are. Mm. Mm. You kind of already know what they are, but you definitely overthinking. You're overthinking it, but you are headed, or some new thoughts on the subject matter. This is information coming in. See, information coming in, and be open to healing information. This is the information, thoughts, downloads coming in, and on your way. You're on your way to greener pastures if you just listen, if you just be open to the information that's coming through to you. And it's heading in that direction of this Four of Wands. So it's like, it's definitely a shift in your perception on how you're viewing. And this really, to me, very much diet. It's very much diet, herbs, grounding, Mother Earth energy, or Father Earth energy. But yeah, eating a cleaner diet at that. And that's gonna help you to clear out all the clutter in your body, which then will then clear out the clutter of your mind, so that you can see things clearly and see the path to healing more easily. You're gonna have to leave the thoughts of the past, the old ways of viewing things and being and existing in the past, in order to head into newer and calmer seas. Hmm. Oh, ancestors speak again. That was quick. Got the Three of Cups here. Yeah. And as you see, that's like a sister circle. You see they're pouring water or tea or some sort of liquid into those cups that they're sharing. They're sharing a drink. It could be a celebratory drink, it could be a tea. Blue, red, green. The beautiful flowers there. And it's the Three of Cups. Three, so we got three, we got six, we got four. They're in a garden, and we have another garden. This is like a farm. Farming is gardening. This is once again, we got greenhouse energy in here. GreenHouzeEatz, okay. Greenhouse energy, the greenhouse effect. Somebody needs to get some blood work done. Go and get a full panel. Get a full panel of blood work done, and see where you're at. Get a full blood work panel done, and see where all of your levels are and where you're at. And then from there, whatever is out of balance, don't look at it as where you're looking at it, where you're like, oh my God, this is never going to change. I'm never going to be rid of this, or this is the worst thing that ever happened to me, blah, 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 blah. I'm never going to get right. I'm never going to get healthy. There's nothing I can do to change this. My mom had this. My grandmother had it. My grandmother's mother had it. It just runs in my family. My cousin, my auntie, da 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 da, has it. This is just who we are. No, 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 no. You need to change your perception on what health and healing looks like for you. Because the medicine of other people is not the medicine that you need. And you know this because the information has come through. Uh, you have some good friends around you, a good solid circle of friends around you that are telling you this, or that have told you this, or that have said something, and you're just not listening. You're just not listening. You're not willing, or you haven't been willing. You haven't been willing, but you need to get willing. You need to get willing. What about this fire guardian? What we got going on over here? Ignite your passions. What passions? What passions are we igniting? Oh, so we don't have to destroy something to build something? Because we got the tower came out. Ooh. We got the four swords. That's rest and relaxation. You're taking a rest after a long journey. Ignite your passion. Passion to do what? Rest. Build to destroy. What do we got? What is this? And then we have the Four of Cups. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The Five of Cups. And then we have the Knight of Coins. We got money going on here. We've got the Five of Cups. We got, because this, there's some brokenness here. There's some brokenness. We got the Tower of Cards and the Black Cat going on here. So what does this have to do with passion? Let me spread this out here for a second. Because what does this have to do with igniting your passion? Maybe the passion is you trying to get to the bag. This is definitely giving it's message all over again, repeating here for this. And the passion at the end, the ultimate goal at the end is the Knight of Coins. Get into the bag, the success in your life. As you can see, he's already in green pastures. He's chilling. And then over here we have, the exhaustion, resting in the shade, of your own thoughts. But they're at the head, and then it's like, if you look, see in this card, you can see like right here where there's still life. Life is still, despite how bad it looks around in the surrounding area, like all destitute and shambles around you, shambles around the individual here in the image. They're resting. They found a way to cover themselves, to shield themselves enough that they can take a break, take a rest, get their mind together. Because everything within it's a whole entire system, and the system needs to be torn down. The system needs to be torn down in order for you to not be, this child or this individual. It looks like a child. It's definitely a child, and it's a male child. So I don't know, something to do with in your childhood. The Five of Cups, something to do within your childhood. We have mirrors in this image. You have a chair. A flower pot. Two cups that are still whole on the table. We can pour like a pot and a cup. There's still there's still life. There's still something pouring. You can't see beyond what's broken. Not being able to see despite despite yourself, despite your own. See, and this is again perception to healing, following the voice of your own inner soul, because a lot of emotions here. We have emotions, we have thoughts, and then we have cups. And then we have coins, fire. Mm-hmm. Only through igniting your passions are you going to be able to get to have the success that you want for yourself. But it's going to require you to, maybe some of the what you need to heal within yourself is and being open to the healing information is for you to rest. Mental health rest, like take a mental health resting break. Tear some shit apart, which is probably going to be the way that you see things, the way that you've been operating, the way that you tearing that down, dismantling it. You're going to have to tear that down, and don't stay stuck in those emotions of what's broken or seeing yourself as broken, because there is healing and success beyond your brokenness. As a matter of fact, it's through the brokenness and the the towers that have succumbed in your life, or that you've been through in your life, because when something gets torn down, you then have to rebuild yourself back up, and that's what's going to bring you that success. Igniting your passions is going to bring success, but it's going to come through you healing from some things. You're going to have to dismantle the things, but you can't be focused on what's broken. You got to heal what's broken, or turn your back on the brokenness in order for you to see what's behind, what's there waiting for you. It's waiting for you. Your passions are waiting for you. The money is waiting for you. Excuse me. Waiting for you to dismantle, waiting for you to calm down enough that clarity and peace of mind can come, so that you can see your way through the tower moment that you're with your health, in order for you to not see your brokenness as a crutch or something that's hindering you, but to see it as a catalyst for your own success. Mm-hmm. You have some good friends and ancestors behind you, supporting you. They want you to heal. They want you to be successful. They want to share ideas, share stories, help you tap into the truth of it all. Your ancestors want to see you happy. They want to see you happy. They want to see you grounded. They want to see you comfortable in your own skin. They want to see you comfortable in your own skin. This male ancestor wants to see you comfortable in your own skin. I don't know if it's a brother or a cousin, but they want to see you comfortable in your own skin. A really good male friend, but they're encouraging you to get comfortable with you. See, they're barefoot in the garden. Barefoot in the garden. They got their dresses on. They look very comfortable. They're comfortable not only with themselves, but they're comfortable with each other. Heading out to the sea of calmer waters. Yeah, being open to that healing information. The information is trying to come in, but you're in such a turbulent time, like the tower and the brokenness that you see from yourself. But changing your perception on how you see and view the healing from what you've been through is going to be the catalyst for the success that comes in the future. From you taking a moment for yourself, taking care of yourself, to ignite your passion. And your passion, for some of you, definitely has something to do with seeing things that others don't often see. It's a perception shift. It has something to do with definitely with healing. There's heavy healing energy here, but there are no animals in this picture. So it's telling me what I'm getting from this energy is the food and what you're consuming is important as the catalyst of change to shift your perception on how you heal from the things of your past. Because it's your own thought processes are what's keeping you stuck. And it's time for you to break free from that so that you can see the success, so that you can see your own success, so that you can see what you thought was brokenness is really not. Because those 3 cups are the 3 cups here from the ladies. The 3 of cups, those 3 cups here, from this 5 of cups, those 3 broken cups are those 3 cups that you're going to gain. I feel like at the bottom of the deck. Five of Swords, yeah, slaying it, slaying those thoughts, slaying the thoughts. What does your inner child have to say? Because I'm seeing the child here crying. The child is crying over the broken teacups. An inner child message here. because I definitely feel as though an energy, there's an inner child energy, there's an inner child brokenness. You feel broken. You not feel like you're worth it or you're worthy. Is that what's going on here? You don't feel like you're worthy of healing. You feel like you have to stay stuck in outdated, turbulent waters. You think that that's the story of your life, that you have to stay in these turbulent times where everything is falling apart and everything's broken and the waters are choppy. No, that's not for you. Your ancestors said there are good days coming if you just follow your own inner voice and ignite your passion, ignite the passion within you. What are you trying to build for yourself? What are you trying to build for yourself? What is it that you want to see for yourself? What is it that you want to accomplish for yourself? Because you can accomplish that. It can be yours. Success is yours to have. And not just celebratory by yourself, but you're going to be celebrating with others. See, and all these cups are about emotions. Emotions, it says, emotions are the reflection. Look for the deeper meaning. That's the first inner child message. Emotions are the reflection. Look for the deeper meaning. Emotions are the reflection. Look for deeper meaning. So there's definitely something deeper. Look for the deeper meaning. Look for the deeper meaning. Right. Looking for the deeper meaning in what you perceive to be brokenness. Because you need to let go. Let go of all that no longer serves you. That makes sense. Let go of what no longer serves you. Emotions are the reflection. They are the reflection. The emotions, the cups, those are emotions. And you need to let go of what no longer serves you. It's like, it's a tree, but there are like peach roses growing off at the top of the tree. To me, peach is like a healing color. It's an earthy color, but it's like a healing back to softening the inner garden of you. You're going to have to let go of what no longer serves you, right? Moving away from, shifting your perception, looking for the deeper meaning in things, looking for the deeper meaning in maybe what has happened to you in the past. Yeah, this is messages for you. Please like. Give me a thumbs up, give me a follow. But yeah, we're letting go of what no longer serves us. 223, that's a 5. And we have a 3 again out here. Shifting your perception. Emotions are the reflection. And then we have it's time to celebrate. Cultivate an air of celebration today. That's this. Cultivating an air of celebration. Your ancestors want you to celebrating. And it looks like three people again. In the light of the moon, the intuition of everything shining in on them. And our child is saying it's time to celebrate. 3, 2, 1. Go. Celebrate. Celebrate that which has yet to pass as if it is so. Celebrate like you already have what you're passionate about. Accepting what is. The act of acceptance will bring peace. Talked about that. Accepting what is will bring peace. You need to accept what is broken, embody it, accepting it, taking that time to really think about, meditate on, sit with, and accepting what is, because accepting what is will bring you peace and success. Some of you have already done this work. Some of you have already done this work, and it's going to be, and it's time to celebrate right now. And for some of you, the celebration is on the horizon. But it's coming after you heal from the things and change your perception on how you see your brokenness and ignite your passions, accepting what is. The act of acceptance will bring peace so that you can rest, so that you can take that time to yourself to really gain clarity on what it is that you're passionate about that's going to bring about the success that you're looking for, or the change that you're looking for, or the stability that you're looking for in your life. You're going to have to let some things go. You're going to have to let go of those negative thoughts. You're going to have to let go of how you perceived what healing looks like for you. Let go of the outdated information. Let go of what no longer serves you. We're leaving the choppy waters and we're heading into success. We're heading into a phase where there is things that are growing. Your own growth is just beyond the choppy waters of this tower and this brokenness. And if you can just change the way you're thinking, change the way you're perceiving it, letting it go. I don't care if you have to write that shit down and burn it. Burning it in order to ignite, in order for there to be room for your passions and the fire that is within you to grow, to flower, to bloom. Yeah, flowers twice here. Those look like carnations. Carnations last a long time. Love carnations. The reflections of your own inner soul. The reflections of your own inner soul, your perceptions, how you see things, how you see healing, how you see food, how you see and perceive your own, your own success, your own inner stability. Yeah, I'm curious though, what eats within the greenhouse are y'all feeding yourself? Because honey who? Let me see. Let's do some. This will probably be the last This is my closing. This is the soil amendment, my almanac from my almanac deck that I created. Those first cards are the Angels and Ancestors deck, Oracle deck, and this deck right here, these cards are the Inner Child Oracle. So your inner child is saying that your emotions are the reflection, and you need to look for the deeper meaning in how you feel about things, how you're perceiving your own emotions. So, with having said that, what I have noticed, just in everyday life, that sometimes people are going through things, dealing with things, or the things that they choose to ignore or not deal with. Your body does keep the score, and I probably will repeat this many times, but your body does keep the score, and it's coming out in how you feel. You need to pay attention to how you're feeling, about how you feel about the things that are going on around you and your thought process on things, with changing your perception. Are you really, when you have a strong emotion that surfaces in a situation, you need to, or you yes, you need to slow down for a second and think about the emotions that you're feeling, to get to the root of why you're feeling what you're feeling. The root, get to the root of what's planted within you and what's coming to the surface to be harvested, what's coming to the surface, what's planted within you, because there's a deeper meaning for that. And through that deep, and through you looking for the deeper meaning in the emotions that you're feeling in any given situation, especially if the strong, intense emotion that you're feeling doesn't match the situation that you're involved in, that needs to be addressed. That means that's where the medicine is going to come from. It's going to come from you taking a deeper look at those emotions that you're feeling, and get to the root of the issue, to bring about a healing, so that you can walk away from the turbulent thought processes and those turbulent emotions that keep coming up because of the thoughts that you're having, so that positive and good thoughts can come through, so that you can chop that shit off at the head and let it go, because it's no longer those negative choppy thoughts that you're having about yourself are no longer serving your healing. It's no longer serving where you're going, because you're trying to get to the celebration, you're trying to get to hang out with your friends, and your ancestors are saying, hey, we got you, we right here with you. Shoot, this right here might even be three aunties or grandmothers that have passed down, a lineage of grandmothers that are passed on from your, possibly from your, through your father's lineage. So like your father's father or grandfather's mother's mother, your paternal line. And they're saying the celebration is near. It's near, and we're here for you. We're here to help you, and they're proud of you. They're proud of the healing work that you're doing, the work that you're doing to change the way you think and see your, and perceive your own inner emotions, and the inner ocean of you. And they're proud of the work that you're doing. They're proud of the work that will come to pass from you doing this work, because not only does what you do heal you, it also heals the lineage, it heals the line. And some of the reflection, and in the letting go, and the emotions are reflecting, you're going to have to accept what has happened, accept it, so that you can move on, so that you can let it go. And that's going to bring you peace, so that you can celebrate in that, and so that you can see that there are there are things in your life that are to be celebrated. There are things in your life that are to be celebrated. They're waiting for you to celebrate. your accomplishments, celebrate how far you've come in life. What other soil amendments for the collective here? First card up, some growth happens only out of sight. Where is progress occurring that I keep dismissing? See, I look for the deeper meaning. Where is the progress occurring that I keep dismissing? You got to face it to get through it. Next one. Storms loosen what was never anchored. Remember, boats had anchors, and they look like they're coming out of a storm and into calmer seas. What instability is being revealed rather than caused? So it's not that. What instability is being revealed rather than caused? Where is the progress occurring that you keep dismissing? And some growth happens out of sight. That's the calming, the roots looking for the deeper meaning underground, growth happening underground. When something is planted, that you plant the seed and it grows. You can't see the seed growing, but you keep watering it because you know eventually the growth and the progress that is made from that seed is going to bloom up out of the dirt. It's going to come up out of the darkness and into the light. But that beginning stage of the seed, where the seed, it ferments and the roots come out and it has to take root and anchor to something very deep within itself in order for it to be stable enough that the greenage and the greenery or the fruit or the plant can come up from out of that soil. Yeah, yeah. Okay, these two cards do not want to go back in. They're giving me a hard time. It says you are part of the living cycle. What changes when I stop standing outside of my own life? What changes when I stop standing outside of my own life? You are part of the living cycle. So you're part of the cycle. You're part of the cycle of life. You are part of the cycle of change. The first caretaker still shaped the field. Reflection. Whose influence lives inside my daily choices? This card came up in another reading. I think these two came up in a previous reading. But you are part of the living cycle. What changes when I stop standing outside my own life? Whose influence lives inside my daily choices? The first caretaker still shaped the field. Whose influence lives inside my daily choices? So this is you reflecting back, because your emotions are the reflection. You gotta have to let some things go and accept what is so that you can have peace. But the first caretakers, those ancestors, the friends, the family, the way you were raised, the childhood things, are those things still influencing your daily choices and the way you move and how you respond to things, and how your emotions are flaring up right now over in situations that the intense emotions that you're feeling are not a match for and in sync with, because that means it's time for you to heal from those things. This message is really about healing. It's about healing from the past. It's about healing the way you view yourself, the way you view your life, the way you view the success that you can have. Because at some point in time, you've gone through some things and that have caused you to feel broken on the inside, and you're so focused on the brokenness and the things that are broken, that you can't even see that there's still tea for you to pour. There's still celebration for you to be had. There are still people who love you and who care about you and who are supporting you, even from beyond the veil. And in real life, who want to celebrate your successes, who want to celebrate how far you've come because they can see the change that you're trying to make. And beyond you taking the time to heal from the things, or taking the time to really ground yourself in your truth, that's where the real healing is. And if you keep dismissing it, you keep dismissing the progress that you're making, you're not ever gonna be able to get to where you're trying to get to, because you're just gonna keep, you can't spiritually bypass. You can't spiritually bypass healing. You can't spiritually bypass growing. You can't spiritually bypass the work that is required to get to where you're trying to get to, so that your passions can fuel you into the success that you want to have. And it's a lot of male energy here. A lot of male energy going on here. And then even, I can't tell if these farmers are male or female. Looks like maybe one of each. But then you have, but once again, you got the parade in the back. The parade of a celebration in the back. The Four of Wands. But this is life taking root in the unseen. All these plants and all of this stuff that they're harvesting here had to start from seed and grow up out of the darkness. The growth happened in the dark. It happened out of sight of where anybody else can see. Your healing and your growth doesn't have to be for the world to see. It's for you to see, and for you to be able to, reap the harvest from the growth that from you taking that time for yourself to self-reflect, to relax for a minute because you're working hard or you're burning out. Some of this can be a reflection of burning out from you trying to spiritually bypass things and thinking that you can get to the success if you just keep working harder and working harder and working harder, but you're not really taking the time to really see what you need to heal from. You can't keep it just doesn't work like that. It's very cyclical. You are part of the living cycle. You're part of the living cycle of the earth, of the world, of how the ancestral bloodlines work. Life has to keeps regenerating and it keeps growing. Babies keep being made. Even a baby in the womb, it's growing. That growth of that child incubates in a mother's womb out of the sight and the light of the world in the darkness. And when the child is ready, or after the gestation period, it comes out into the world. It heads for the light at the end of the tunnel, just like a seed. Your growth, excuse me, you're definitely going to have to let some things go. Letting some things go. If this message resonated with you, please give a like or a share. For those of you who are returning back, thank you. I want to thank you all. I want to thank anyone who has, to thank all of the people who have subscribed to my channel. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I will be back with another with another climate report. I keep calling it a cultivation report, but yeah, yeah, yeah. There are new things coming on the horizon. Personal readings will be coming soon. But yeah, if this resonated, with you, let me know. Comment down below if you could hear me well. If there's anything that you know, if the sound isn't good, let me know that too, so then I can adjust. Um, but yeah, no, thank you for sharing. Thank you for listening. Thank you for returning. For those of you who keep coming back for more, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. And yeah, your ancestors and your guardians that walk with you want you to heal. They really want you to get to the root of what of the things that you've been through. Let some of those things go. And if you need to heal or do the ugly cry or do the things, it's going to happen out of sight. It's not going to happen where the world can see. But the seed has also been planted. The seed of healing has been planted within you. And when a storm comes, it will loosen what was never anchored in you. And the healing information will come. And everything that's not meant for you to hold on to will be washed away. Because it's not you. Your brokenness, your past thing, those things that you deem to be your brokenness are not who you are. They're no longer serving you where you're going. You can't take that baggage where you're going. You can't. That's just not how it works. Your ancestors want you to know that they're there with you, they love you, they support you, they're celebrating you. For those of you who've already done the work, they're celebrating you and your success. For those of you who need to do the work, they're celebrating how far they want you to celebrate you and how far you've come. And they're also like celebrating you and the work that you've done thus far. And there's still some things left for you to do. But there is peace. There is peace and success and celebration at the end of the tunnel, at the end of the phase, at the end of the gestation period. You don't walk alone. You're not walking alone in this life. You are not walking alone in this life. You are walking with a team. And thank you for listening. Thank you for liking, for sharing, for the comments. Thank you. I appreciate you. And until next time.